Hello, welcome. Thanks for coming back. I'm super excited. This is going to be so awesome. You are now being welcomed into the world of Haus of Bentley. This is going to be so much fun, you guys. Today we're going to be doing a get ready with me video. It's not just about makeup. Makeup just is one of the things that I do love. Like, I did put on like a lip balm under it. It's just a Burt's Bees tinted lip balm situation. And then like a nice rose gold gloss. Like super simple. If you guys want to see how we got this look today, you know, please keep watching. Now that that's done, we're going to go back to that same Morphe brush. We're going to grab that same light concealer. Grab that Morphe brush, get some more on the palette here. I'm just going to go down the nose. I'm going to do the chin as well. I do like to use this brush for like smaller places on my face. Or when I want a lot of product, like right there on the chin. I like to go right under so I can do like a reverse contour situation. And I only put it right there because I know that I'm about to use a second concealer. The shade for me. And what I like to do is kind of take the wand and blend it right in with that other concealer and create my reverse contour. We're gonna go under the eye, of course, with this as well. Now, since I have the Real Techniques brush, this is like the small one, I'm gonna go ahead and buff some of the lighter product or the lighter Nika K under my eye with this, closer to the actual under eye though. So I'm just gonna get it on the back of the palette first, and then we're gonna buff this in. Okay, so like I said, I always use a beauty blender. Blend. Support couture if you can afford it, but why it is, I think that it's an important aspect of fashion. It's reusable, you guys. It's made from some of the best materials, so just imagine. Referring to clothing, you know, and it's not only sentimental value, lucratively expensive, made from some of the best materials. It's gonna last you a really long time. Some of these pieces are just imagine having the best clothes. Do I really have to explain more on why people should stop hating on couture? Literally have the best clothes. There's no other way to say this. Does it get any more exceptional, you guys? Really does it? Not only is it the best, but it's made only for you. No one else fits it but you. Literally. Isn't that exceptional? Just imagine. I run into so many people who do so many different avenues of work that are the opposite of fashion, or in juxtaposition of fashion, such as farming, anything in the agriculture industry. Sometimes it can even be sports or something of that nature. I just think it's very interesting, the view that I think a lot of people have on something that's like heels or expensive clothing in general. Even shopping at Zara would be ludicrous to a lot of people. I even saw a Facebook post the other day that was about, why would you spend so much money on your children's shoes? And I just, you know, I read the comments and I stayed out of it because I know that a lot of people won't agree with my view. And I know that a lot of people won't understand my view because they don't live their life in fashion. I'm not uncanny to that thought process at all, which is why generally
I don't say much because obviously I don't think that I'm going to change the world and make everyone wear couture. Like, who can afford this? Only a few people. I'm not oblivious to that.
But I do think that the double standard that fashion gets when it comes to being expensive or couture and it not being worth it, and you can have the same for a lot less. You can't have the same for a lot less. You can have something that's similar. And that's the truth. You can't have the same.
There's nothing like a Chanel boy bag. There's nothing like a Christian Louboutin Soke in 120 milliliters in black suede, or Napa leather, or a Versace clutch, or perfume, or the Hermes belt. Don't get me started on Birkins, or a Kelly. There's nothing actually like having one. Even though it's a replica, you may have. Is it the Hermes?
Was it made by hand? Did people have to work in an actual field of handbags for years before they could even apply Hermes to work and make different handbags before they could qualify to make a Birkin? there are levels to being able to make a Birkin. You can't just, oh, I'm gonna make Birkins because I've worked at a handbag factory for a year. You go ahead and apply. Then once you get there, still a lot more work. It's not that simple, people. Birkins are some of the most exceptional leathers ever in the world. Ever. They're like, oh, Wagyu beef. Well, that's Wagyu leather, boo. Okay, so moving on. Now we're finished with that part of the get ready with me. I did want to do that little bit of a ramble because I think that's super important. You know, it's one of the things that I think is like heavy on my mind. And I remember when I made this channel and I was thinking of topics of things I wanted to talk about. Ooh, was that a heavy one? And you know, this is only a beginning of that topic. I'm using a powder contour first. This is a Sephora palette. It's a Sephora contour palette. I don't know, I've had it for quite some time. And I do like to do my jaws. And I'm using like, actually, I believe this is a highlighter brush. I used this brush in my very first video as well to do the contour on my client and bronze her up. But I do like to use this brush in general for contour. I'm almost positive this is for highlighting or blush or something, but it definitely is not in the Haus of Bentley.
I think it just is perfect. It just goes right in there and just blends this whole situation, I think, really well.
And when you use it lightly away from my face, I think that it blends the contour and the concealer very well. So I always like to kind of go in and give that a nice buff, of course. And with the concealer that I place being so like harsh and then the blend out being a little bit soft and being blended up, you want the contour to come back down so that you can really set into where the cheekbones naturally are. So that's like my little trick that I like to use. I always like having a very sharp contrast in my reverse contour with the concealer that I place under my actual cheekbone. And then I blend that out with the beauty blenders you saw, and it kind of blends up. So when that happens, it really diminishes the actual shadow of where my cheekbone actually is, which is here, because the concealer blends up here. So then I like to take my contour and bring it back down so that it has the perfect marriage of concealer and contour. And contour is in the right place. Does that make sense, you guys? Is it making sense? Okay, I like to go this way first, pinch, and then the actual under behind the jaw, right back in there. On the other side, make sure it's nice and seamless. This also helps me blend into my neck, you know, which I think is super important. Next, we're gonna grab a palette that I got in Ipsy, Raina Del Caribe eyeshadow palette, volume 1, okay? This is by Alamar Cosmetics. It's been used and abused. I love this palette. The orange and the burgundy specifically. I kind of just go in and mix both of them on one brush back and forth. And then I'll just go in with this exact same brush and just watch the dimension come back into my face. And I kind of like need this because of the bronziness that's like in my chest here. It's like a reddish, brownish, goldenish situation. This goes under the cheekbone. This goes around everywhere that I contour because I want it to like kind of be super seamless and blendy, blendy. Yeah, I made it up. Fight me. And also this is when I like to go in for my nose contour. This is super thin, thinly placed on here first, and then I will actually use another product that's like more of a brown shade, and that's what actually contours the nose a bit more, but we're not going to do that just yet. First I want to kind of bronze the nose, and then I'll give myself a little Doja Cat moment. I do want it to look kind of natural, seamless, easy breezy, beautiful. God, that's not their slogan anymore, but it's the same brush that I blended out my concealer with, and we'll kind of just go back over some things. So we've got bronzer eyeshadow that came up and was blended so much. Now we're going to go back and marry that in with this brush by Real Techniques. I think these brushes are amazing. Taylor Made Jane, she put me onto these brushes, and she is not joking, you guys. Everybody needs a powder. I am an Anastasia Beverly Hills person alldayLong.com. I use the golden orange shade. Please let me know in the comments if you think that there's another shade that will work for me. I sometimes do not like this shade. I find that it goes away very well, but sometimes my makeup is done and it matches my face perfectly, and I feel like today is one of those days. After this powder, it will go from the way it looks right now and be too orange. And then I'm focused on trying to put different products on my face, or the same products that I just applied, trying to mimic this color that is now too orange. I'm gonna grab the biggest Real Techniques brush. It's very fluffy and whatnot. And we are going to grab this in the lid, grab off the excess, press, push, press, push.
The rest of the face, we're just going to pat everything in.
The eyes are a little bit more, under the eyes are a little bit more in depth. We are going to do that with a beauty blender, but we're just going to pat everything else in very seamlessly. Most times it doesn't go away as much as I prefer, so I go back with the original Real Techniques brush that I was just saying is exceptional, and that will be my really great buffer inner. But it's a very loose bake. It's not like a significant one. It's pretty thin of a bake. It does get applied with that dampened beauty blender, but it's more of a thin bake here, I think, for sure. I do like to go pretty heavy the closer into the waterline, but for the most part, the under eye in general is kind of thinly baked. Then from here, same thing, you guys.
Blend with this first. That's what I always do. Really get in there. Circular motions, that whole situation. Circular motion, that whole situation. Circular motion. Okay.
I'm gonna go back with that same bronzer here. Get that back on the nose. And then, you guys, we're gonna go back in with that palette. We're going to grab a different brush though. And that is what I like to put under my lip. Now it gets a little tricky on my nose here because my nose is different on both sides. Like, this nose bridge has a different dip than this nose bridge. So when you look at my face straight on, correcting them is always like a little bit of a task. Please tell me if you guys have any holy grail products that you think come in my skin tone. I've been looking for the holy grail of makeup. I have a fabulous routine that I do like. I do like this routine for my face. I really love the way it looks. But I was thinking, you know, having another one would be super awesome. So you guys, let me know. Hope you guys are doing okay. You know, I was just saying at the beginning of the video, like, I don't know how everyone's doing with this whole quarantine situation. I'm just glad you guys are watching and are okay and are safe in your homes. I would suggest you guys stay there. It's just, like I said, you know, a really scary time to be an American citizen, or just human on Mother Earth. I think, you guys, it's crazy outside all the time. Everything's really insane. I don't know how to feel about all these different things going on in the, I have for the world to know that there's a virus that could just that quick, you know, and gotta really be on our toes out here. So one thing that I didn't do in this is get my brows set. One thing that Anastasia Beverly Hills does make that I absolutely love is this brow gel. Their clear brow gel is awesome. But this brow gel sets the makeup into place, especially after setting them, because I feel like there's a little bit of a cast over them from the setting powder. But then you set them with this gel and it brings like all of the color back into them, and I can really define where I want those hairs to be. So if I want a more feathered look, I can accomplish that. You know, this is always when I like to put my frontal hairs up and kind of push them exactly where I want them. And they don't move. Stay in place all day. So for the eyes today, I actually hadn't thought about what I wanted to do and get ready with me. I'm not exactly sure, but I do know what palette I want to go to because it just has great shades. And that's the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. I do also want to jump into the Tarte's Pro. The matte shades in here that I don't know if if I would ever put on my skin tone. I want to finagle with some of the mattes today.
Starting off, we're going to grab the Tarte's Brow. We're going to grab the shade Classic and just go right under the brow bone.
It's like a bone colored shade. It's like a white with an added yellow.
This brush is, I'm pretty sure, from a beauty spot. Came in a set. I've had it for a long time, and it's always done me justice.
Did you guys see my friend? I have a friend up here. There he is. I am propagating some philodendron. Shout outs to Plantarina for hooking me up and helping me learn about the plant world. This quarantine has got me literally like not having anything to do, so I've become a parent to a plant.
I was really aiming to like be a parent to a Chanel bag, but that was put on halt because I can't work at my fabulous job anymore. So
I just moved into the shade Whimsy, and this is like my favorite crease shade ever. I love this crease shade. It's so fantastic. The same brush that I used to apply Whimsy, which is like a rustier shade that's closer to a brown for me. And I use this on a Morphe M573 brush in the crease. I'm gonna bring it closer to the inner corner of my eye, if you will. I forgot that I didn't wash this brush from the last time. I thought that I washed all my brushes, but there's green glitter getting all over, and it's actually really, really pretty. And I used a green glitter in that look, and I think there's definitely some glitter still in this brush. So kind of really enjoying the way the lights are playing on that, but wasn't really on purpose. But it's a tapered blender. We're just going to use that puppy. Just buff those edges. I'm liking the performance of the matte shadow. I'm glad that they don't go down and be blended into transparency. That is the worst in a shadow, so thank you, Tarte, for giving us that. The same brush that we applied everything on our lid with, the darker mattes, we're going to go back to no filter. We're going to go on the under eye. I'm going with something even darker that's in this shade, which is Vamp. And that's gonna go under the eye as well, but towards the outer corner. I think we're gonna make this a connection series here. I'm gonna grab that taper blending brush and clean that up there, smoke it out. I'm actually gonna grab a bit of Whimsy to do so that there can be a nice even blend between that and the top here of the eyeshadow. I'm gonna go ahead and move back into the shadow. Nice and blended into the inner corner. And what's on the lid. I'm also really making sure that this is blended up in that crease and towards the front of the eye. Another thing I like to do is sometimes take up my eyebrows like so and really lightly blend more up closer to the brows and in the transition space. And then when you bring them back down, it's just seamless, beautiful. I'm really just tight lining until I get to the edge. So I like to do that first on both eyes. After it's tight lined, just depends on what kind of makeup I'm doing.
For today, I think I'll do a little bit of a liner. So to do one, I'm just going to map it out first, and I'll come to the very corner of my eye and I draw that tiny triangle that already exists.
There we go. So just a little bit of a line. The Makeup Forever Professional Excessive Lash. I do love this mascara. It is quite excessive in the lash department. I use the Ardell Strip Lash Adhesive, and comes in this lovely black bottle. Really love it. I have not seen my tweezers in a very long time, so we are going to attempt something today that I typically do not attempt, and that is applying these with my hands.
Dun, dun, dun.
Now, I think the reason this is even such a big deal is because, like, seriously, I usually have my nails done, so I don't even know what it's like to have this amount of pressure on a lash like this. I haven't done it, like, I don't think ever, so it's probably the first time I've ever done it, but I'm not thinking that I can't do it. I'm just gonna be surprised.
So I just give it a good blow, and I always have to grab a mirror at this point and look down at the mirror. I'm gonna do this in a way that you guys can see me, okay? So, oh yeah, that works. So I'm gonna look down at the mirror.
Oh, you guys, I may have literally just changed my life. That was so easy with my regular fingers.
So excited.
I thought this was gonna be like a catastrophe on camera, but when I say that, like, my eyes are usually really bad during this time of the day, so they tear a lot easier, which they are actually doing right now. But I did not think I would be able to see well enough to put this on for the tutorial. I try to, like, get the tear in the brush so that I can, like, wipe it away. Because I definitely got, like, some watery eyes there. Highlighting a bit here. Okay, see, I love the way that looks. I think that looks fantabulous. Very, very happy so far. I like the match that's happening here as well. Like, I really, really like the way it matches. Do, like, really enjoy this look so far. I think it came out fabulous. I think it's really, really, really sultry and chic. I'm gonna top it off by doing a little bit more of this actual lip balm. And then we're going to grab that mascara again, finish those bottom lashes. We are also going to throw a little tiny bit of mascara on the mustache here. Let's make sure that that's nice and defined. Sometimes when you wear a high-waisted jean, you know, a lash, gloss, a stiletto, people will ask you what your pronoun is. No issues, not the problem. I'm just trying to make it a little bit easier for them to understand what the situation is, what might be. It's not like it's that not obvious, but maybe after this it is. So I'm gonna top this off with the Victoria's Secret gloss. It's kind of one of the only lip products I wear. I love these glosses. Is a lip gloss I rarely ever wear. It was just so upsetting that, like, nothing was, you know, working, you know, like I was trying everything in the book, and everything that I tried just was a catastrophe. I was trying to make sure that, like, I changed different shades. I was highlighting under to try to see what effects I could get. I was doing everything I could, and it's not like I've changed any of the products. I haven't bought new foundation products, you guys. The same ones that I've used on my face today are the same products I've been using for the past year and a half for the most part. And when I say that there is like, my skin went through a 360 turn in how it wanted to perform with makeup, like as far as the undertones, it's like night and day. Everything is back to matching. It's like I never had those problems and everything matches again. But it wasn't like that like 3 months ago, you guys. I'm telling you, it was not like this. I didn't even want to take pictures. Like, you could clearly see in a picture that this did not match, you know, and it was just like, I can't wear anything that shows my skin.
I can wear one of those cute tops that are kind of like the one that I'm wearing right now if I turn this a little bit more. You know those tops that are like button downs, but they're like off the shoulder button downs? They're like, you know, like Rihanna 2.0, you know, like kind of situation. I couldn't wear, damn it, I'm gonna get it, you just wait. Okay, there it is. I can't wear one of these.
I can't, because it wasn't matching. So then this is one color, this is another color. But now it's like everything is back to where it was supposed to be. Everything's back in its place. Makeup lip is mostly done at this point. At this point, I'm also going to throw a setting spray on. I do have a setting spray that I like to use. It is the Maybelline Lasting Fix. I don't close my eyes, but I always cover the lash. Okay. So I always like to do that, and then I'll give myself a nice fan. My friend, I'm actually gonna buy like a Chinese fan situation because I really do want one. But at this point, the look is very much done. I ruined the collar of my shirt doing that Rihanna 2.0 situation, but anyway, I'm really glad that you guys decided to turn up with me today, or not even turn up, because we didn't really turn up. I've been drinking water, and I've had 2 cups of coffee today. I'm pretty sure the store is closed because honestly, it's late. I'm almost positive that it is. Yeah. Oh, it closes in 30 minutes. So I'm actually going to go hop off here, go and grab a bottle of wine. And you guys, we are going to turn up tonight. It's going to be a great, great day. So honestly, I just want to thank you guys for joining me on this Get Ready With Me today. It was so much fun, like sitting here and like talking to you guys. I didn't think it would be so much fun to do this, but I'm actually really excited about doing this again until the world decides to open back up. There are definitely some cool ways that I would like to incorporate some new things that I'm going to be getting. I do have some products on the way that I think I should maybe review since this went so well for me today. I'm not surprised, but I'm surprised. I really, really originally planned a look with having a model. All you see is from like
hair up, and you just see my hands getting it cracking. You know, I'll come and do an intro, bing, bam, you know, much like my first video.
But then shortly after, this happened. So I had to kind of switch up the way I wanted to do things. My cameraman can't come. I don't have my team the way I used to. So I have to not necessarily be my own team, but be my own team. Having to re-figure out everything. I had a plan B, but I hadn't really worked on making sure that plan B was going to be implemented in case a quarantine happened. So I really, really do want to thank you guys for like staying with me and making sure that this went off without a hitch. I'll see you guys later. You guys have a super freaking evening. Thank you for joining Haus of Bentley. Bye now.